dear students, to the class 12th of bookkeeping and accountancy. If you remember that last time we have started in the chapter number 1, that is the introduction of the partnership and partnership final account. We have studied the half part of the chapter number 1, that is the introduction of the partnership. In that we have studied about the meaning and definition of the partnership, features of the partnership deed, the written agreement between the partners. In that the terms and conditions are specified by the partner themselves, and with the help of that they are going to run the business for the long period of time. Besides that, we have studied about the methods by which the partners are supposed to maintain their capital account. In that we have studied about the two methods. First one was the fixed capital method and the second method was the fluctuating capital method. In case of the fixed capital method, the capital was remain the fixed during the year, and that is why the partner will open a separate account called the current account to record the transactions between the partners and partnership firm. But in case of the fluctuating capital method, as the name itself suggests that there is a no capital, capital will not remain the fixed during the year. Because of that, they can make the changes in the capital. So there is no need to open a separate account called as a current account in case of the fluctuating capital method. So we have studied about that two methods. Besides that, we have studied about the transactions between the partners and partnership firm. For example, interest on the capital, interest on the drawings, interest on the partner's loan, goods withdrawn by the partners for the personal use, how to distribute the net profit between the partners and partnership firm. That all we have studied in the introduction of the partnership firm, and we have recorded the transaction in the accounts also for that. So now let us begin with the second part of the chapter number 1, that is the partnership final account. In case of the partnership final account, we are going to study about the steps to prepare the final account of the partnership. Then we will study why it is necessary to prepare the final account. Then we will see about the trading account and the items which are recorded in the trading account. So let's begin with the final account. Before starting with the partnership final account, first we call about the sole trading concerns final account. Last year we have prepared the sole traders final account. In that we have maintained the trading account, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. Trading account is normally for the goods and services. Profit and loss is for the administrative purpose, and the balance sheet is for the recording the assets and liabilities. So I hope that if you are remembering all these things, then it is easy for you to study the partnership final account. Now let's begin with, let's see the steps to prepare the final account of the partnership firm. If you remember that to have a business or to conduct the business, it is necessary to have the transactions. Transactions are of two types, credit transaction or cash transaction, but without transaction it is really impossible to have the business. In case of the transaction, there are always two answers. One is a debit, another one is a credit. That means the two effects we have to give for the each transaction, and with that two effects we are recording each and every transaction in the journal entries. Journal entries are recorded in a book called as a journal, and that book becomes the heavier if we record the entire transaction in the journal book. Then the journal is divided into sub part, that is known as the subsidiary book. If you remember that, in a 11th standard we were preparing the purchase book, sales book, cash book, petty cash book. These all sort of subsidiary books are the part of the journals. Then from the journals we are transferring the each and every transaction, that is we are doing the posting of the each and every journal entry to the ledger account. Ledger account shows the balance. When we close the ledger account, it shows the debit balance or credit balance depending upon the transaction conducted throughout the year. Each and every account shows a certain types of the balances. For example, if it is assets, definitely it will show the debit balance. If it is a liability, it shows the credit balance. Income, it shows the credit balance. Then the expense, it shows the debit balance. So when we close the ledger account, we will come to know about the balances. So to know about the balances of the particular ledger account, there is a need to prepare the ledger, and from the ledger we are preparing the trial balance. That is the list of the balances, that is the debit balance and the credit balance is recorded in the trial balance. So debit balances are normally shown by the expense and the assets, and the credit balance shows the liabilities and the income. These all are recorded in the trial balance. With the help of the trial balance, it is easy to prepare the final account. For preparing the final account, the trial balance and adjustment is the base. From the trial balance and the adjustment, we are supposed to prepare the two accounts, that is the trading account and the profit and loss account, and the one statement balance sheet. If you remember that in the standard 11th also in a sole trading concept, first you prepare the trading account, second you prepare the profit and loss account, and the statement you prepare the balance sheet. As per the Income Tax Act 1961, the financial year starts on the 1st April and ends on the 31st March. That means our current period is always considered from the 1st April and it ends on the 31st March. So basically, to prepare the final account of the partnership, we require the trial balance and the adjustment. And trial balance is nothing but the list of the debit balance as well as the credit balance. Once you say the debit balance, it means that definitely it has the two things, assets and the expenses. And when you say the credit balance, it definitely means that it has the two things, liabilities and the income. And on the basis of the trial balance, we will prepare the final account. And the final account consisting of the two account, trading account related to the factory, profit and loss account is related to the office and administration, and balance sheet is consisting of the assets and liabilities. Now we will see the necessities of preparation of the final account. Now, if you remember, students, then in the definition as well as in the meaning, we have studied that the business is formed to earn the profit, and the final account is normally prepared to find out how much profit or a loss we have earned during the year. So, first one, it is given that to find out the gross profit or a gross loss incurred during the year. Gross profit and gross loss we will definitely get from the trading account. Trading account is related to the factory and the production of the goods and services. So from that, whatever profit or loss we will get, that is considered as a gross. Why it is a gross? Because it is from that, yet we have not deducted the indirect expenses and indirect income. This is a gross profit and gross loss. We have arrived from the direct income and the direct expenses. So still we have to deduct from that the indirect expenses and indirect income. That is why it is called as a gross. Gross means total, जिसमें से अभी तक हमने indirect income और indirect expense को plus minus नहीं किया है. ये सिर्फ gross profit, डायरेक्ट इनकम एंड डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस में से मिला हुआ है, इसके लिए उसका वर्ड दिया है ग्रॉस. Now to find out the net profit and net loss, that we will definitely get from the profit and loss account after deducting the indirect expenses and adding the indirect income to the gross profit or a gross loss. To know the financial position we will come to know from the balance sheet. Balance sheet is consisting of the assets and liabilities. If the assets are more, then it is considered as the sound position of the business, and if the liabilities are more, then it is known as the we are suffering from the loss. So we have to take the necessary step to overcome from the financial losses. So from the balance sheet itself, we will come to know whether we are strong in a position financially or we are weak. So if we are weak, then what step we have to take to recover the business. To find out the amount of debtors and creditors. Debtors are the person from whom I have to collect the money, and creditors are the person to whom I have to make the payment of money. Debtors उसको बोला जाता है जिससे मुझे पैसे लेने हैं, और creditors उनको बोला जाता है जिनको मुझे पैसे देने हैं. Creditors are liabilities and debtors are the assets. So find out the exact amount of the debtors and creditors I am having, and that I will get from the balance sheet. Prepare the various account for the future planning. So depending upon the views of the assets and liabilities, we will prepare about the future. For example, if the profit is there and the partner does not withdraw the entire amount of the profit, it will go to the reserve. and that reserve becomes accumulated over a period of time. And from the accumulated reserve, the partners can go for the expansion, modification of the business. They can buy the new assets for the business. So it is necessary to prepare the partnership final account to have a proper future planning. To find out the source and application of the funds. Source means किधर से पैसा मिलेगा और application means किधर हम पैसे को invest करेंगे. To find out the source and application of the funds means how to collect the funds or how to raise the funds, that we will come to know from the balance sheet. If our creditors and the bills payable are more, that means we have already taken the more amount of the money from the creditors and through the bills payable, that is the source. And application, whether we have purchased the assets or we have given to the debtors in a form of the assets, that is the application of the funds. To find out the value of goodwill for the purpose of reconstruction. Reconstruction means the reconstitution. Reconstitution means change in the relationship. Once we have started with the definition of the partnership, it began with the word relationship. And whenever there is a change in the relationship of the partner, that is considered as a reconstruction. And reconstruction may be the form of the admission, retirement, and the death. When the new partner is admitted, when the partner retires from the partnership firm, and the one partner deceased or expires, in that case we have to find out the value of the goodwill. And the value of the goodwill is based on the profit and loss is earned during the particular year. No, it depends upon the past profits, not the current year profit, but it depends upon the past profits and loss. That is why there is a necessity to prepare the final account every year to find out the value of the goodwill at the time of the reconstruction, like the admission, retirement, and the death, to calculate the value of the tax. From the net profit and net loss, we will come to know exactly how much amount of the tax we have to pay to the government. So to make the exact amount of the tax coming to the government, it is necessary to prepare the final account. Now go for the next. Partnership final account. To prepare the partnership final account, it is necessary to have the trial balance. Trial balance is nothing but the balances of the various ledger accounts. When we close down each and every ledger account, in that case we definitely get the balances. If it is the income, then it shows the credit balance. If it is a liabilities, definitely it will show the credit balance. Expense shows the debit balance, and the assets will also show the debit balance. So from the list of the balances, we have to prepare the trial balance. In that we have to segregate the debit balance and the credit balance. Debit balance is recorded on the debit side and credit balance is recorded on the credit side. That is, trial balance is always prepared in the form of T form. On the left hand side, definitely we will record the debit balances, and on the right hand side we will record the credit balances. And then on the basis of that, we prepare the partnership final account. Trading account shows the gross profit and gross loss. Profit and loss account shows the net profit and net loss. Trading account is a account of the factory and the goods. From the direct and indirect income and expenses, we'll come to know about a gross profit or a gross loss, and from the gross profit or gross loss, we have to minus indirect incomes and indirect expenses related to the office. Then we will come to the net profit and net loss. Balance sheet is shows the financial position of the business in the form of the assets and the liabilities at the end of the year. If the assets are more, then the financial position is sound, and if the liabilities is more, then the financial position is unsound. Account. Trading account is a nominal account. Trading account is opened in the trading organization for the purpose of to find out the gross profit or a gross loss incurred during the year. Now, what do you mean by the gross profit and gross loss? Before that, let us understand how to arrive at a gross profit and gross loss. Trading account is a nominal account where the rule is applicable: debit all expense and losses and credit all income and gains. In a trading account, first of all, we have to record only the all direct expenses and all direct incomes. In that case, all direct expenses means the expenses which are related to the production of the goods and services factory, they are recorded in the trading account. And the income which we received from the goods, that is recorded in the trading account, it is considered as the direct income. So in a trading account, we have to record only all direct expenses and all direct incomes which are related to the goods and services which are related to the factory, which are related to the production, that is recorded in the trading account. In the trading account, if the credit side is more, that means income is more. Credit means income. Income is more compared to the debit side, that is the expense. Credit is more, income is more, expense is less, then it is a gross profit. Simultaneously, if the debit is more, expense is more, and income is less, then it is a loss. That is considered as a gross loss. Gross profit or a gross loss we have to transfer to the profit and loss account. We can see the another definition for the trading account, that is the trading account indicates the result of buying and selling of goods. By preparing this account, general establishment charges are ignored, only the transaction related to the goods are included. So in a trading account we have to record the transaction only which are related to the goods and services. Now see the format for the trading account. What is to be recorded in the trading account? First, we have to start with the opening stock. Now, for basic question is, what do you mean by the opening stock? Before that, I forgot to explain the reading of that. Reading account for the year ended always 31st March, not at the 1st April. It is for the year ended because it gives a summary for the entire year. That is why we have to write down 31st March. To opening stock is nothing but the stock of the last year which remains unconsumed or unsold. That is, the closing stock of the last year is considered as the opening stock for the current year. So opening stock is the stock which is not sold or not consumed during the previous year. That is known as the opening stock. Cock Coal, coke, gas, motive power, oil. Motive power is normally given to the laborers or workers so that they are motivated. Incentives we are giving to the laborers and workers. When the incentives are given in the form of the tea, coffee in between, break period, so they get highly motivated and they put the more efficiency. That is why it is an expense, but it is related to the production of the goods and services, so it is debited to the trading account. Water, grease, this all require for the machine's operations. Royalty on the purchase, production. Royalty. Royalty means something which belongs to the others and we are making use of that. That is known as the royalty. The book has written by the author. We are the publisher. We are publishing the books of the author. So we are supposed to pay the royalty to the author. रॉयल्टी किसको बोला जाता है? दूसरों का चीज़ है, हम उसको इस्तेमाल करके हम प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हैं या तो उसको परचेज कर रहे हैं, तब हम उसको जो भी फीस या चार्जेस देते हैं उसको रॉयल्टीज बोला जाता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, एक ऑथर ने बुक लिखा है, हमारा प्रोडक्शन हाउस है, हम उसमें छापेंगे उसको, तो उसको हम क्या देंगे? फीस देंगे, क्योंकि बुक किसका है? ऑथर का. तो उसके बदले में जब हम बुक को बेचेंगे तो हमको प्रॉफिट होगा. वो प्रॉफिट में से एक हिस्सा हम किसको देंगे? ऑथर को, क्योंकि बुक किसका था? ऑथर का. उसको क्या बोला जाता है? रॉयल्टीज. सो रॉयल्टीज ऑन परचेज, रॉयल्टीज ऑन प्रोडक्शन. प्राइमरी पैकिंग चार्जेस. Primary packing charges means goods are, we have produced the goods. Only one cover we are putting on the goods. That is known as the primary packing. If you remember that the goods are always packed in a wrappers when it is in a small quantity. But here we are making the production of the goods. That means we are producing the goods on a large scale. So it requires a big packing. In a big packing, we have made the small packing. So just now I am talking about the wholesale production. We have packed in one container, that is known as the primary packing. I am not talking about the biscuit ka wrapper. What I am talking, so many biscuit packets are stored in a big box, that is known as the primary packing. That charges we have to debit it to the trading account. Factory lighting and heating is related to the factory lighting. Lighting is nothing but the electricity used in a factory. So in a factory we are not using the word electricity. So electricity is replacement word is the lighting in case of the factory. Factory rent and rates. If we are not having our own factory, so we have to pay the rent. Rent is the expense. That is only the factory rent. I have not said about profit. This is the factory expenses are going on, and factory account is a trading account. So all the expenses related to factory are recorded in the trading account. Factory insurance is taken for the factory purpose, so it is a debited. Work manager salary is normally given to the officer working in the office, but except this work manager's office. In a factory, workers are there, all are the laborers, they are getting the wages. And to look after them, one we are having a supervisor or a manager. So that person we are going to pay the salary, that is known as the work manager salary. फैक्ट्री में बहुत सारे लेबर होते हैं जिनको कंट्रोल सुपरवाइज करने के लिए एक मैनेजर होता है या सुपरवाइजर होता है. उस सुपरवाइजर को हम वेजेस नहीं दे सकते बिकॉज ही इज द मैनेजर एंड सुपरवाइजर. To them we have to pay the salary. That is the only salary given in the trading account, work manager salary. Then the see on the credit side, good lost in accident. If the goods are in a transit, we have transported the goods through the road or a railway and suddenly it met with accident. That is known as the good lost in a transit. Goods gaya, we have lost. So it is credited on the trading account credit side. Goods withdrawn by the partners for the personal use. गुड्स पार्टनर्स ने विड्रॉ किया बिजनेस में से कौन से यूज के लिए, पर्सनल यूज के लिए, उसको क्या बोला जाता है, ड्रॉइंग्स. गुड्स आर गोइंग आउट, सो रिकॉर्डेड ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड. क्लोजिंग स्टॉक, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द क्लोजिंग स्टॉक? अनयूज्ड स्टॉक ऑफ द गुड्स फॉर द विच ईयर, करंट ईयर. ओपनिंग स्टॉक was the stock which is remain unused during the which year, previous year. Opening stock last year का unused था. क्लोजिंग स्टॉक करंट ईयर का अनयूज्ड स्टॉक है, जो हमने नहीं खाया है, बच गया है, उसको क्या बोलेंगे, स्टॉक. और इस साल का है इसके लिए इसको क्लोजिंग स्टॉक बोलेंगे और प्रीवियस ईयर का हम क्या बोलेंगे, ओपनिंग स्टॉक. Now if you remember that two sides are there, debit and credit. Debit means expense and credit means income. If the income is more, मतलब क्रेडिट ज़्यादा है और डेबिट कम है, तो हमको क्या हुआ, प्रॉफिट. दैट इज अ ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. अगर डेबिट ज़्यादा है, दैट इज एक्सपेंस ज़्यादा है और इनकम कम है, तो हमको क्या हुआ, लॉस. उसको क्या बोलेंगे, ग्रॉस लॉस. अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, हमारे पास दो साइड्स है, डेबिट साइड एंड क्रेडिट साइड. डेबिट क्या होता है, एक्सपेंस एंड क्रेडिट क्या होता है, इनकम. अगर डेबिट ज़्यादा है तो उसको क्या बोलेंगे, एक्सपेंसेस ज़्यादा है. क्रेडिट कम है तो उसको क्या बोलेंगे, इनकम. जब एक्सपेंस ज़्यादा होता है तो हमको क्या होगा, लॉस. हम कौन सा साइड पे लिखेंगे, क्रेडिट साइड पे, पर उसका बैलेंस कौन सा है, डेबिट. एंड जब हमारी इनकम ज़्यादा होगी, दैट इज क्रेडिट ज़्यादा होगा और डेबिट कम होगा, दैट इज एक्सपेंस कम होगा, तो हमको क्या होगा, प्रॉफिट. प्रॉफिट कब होगा, जब हमारी इनकम क्रेडिट साइड ज़्यादा है और डेबिट साइड एक्सपेंस कम है, तब हमको क्या होगा, प्रॉफिट. उस प्रॉफिट को क्या बोलेंगे, ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. सो आई होप दैट ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टूड. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट, then after looking at the video, you put it in the group, all your doubts. I will definitely give the answer for. Now, important points you to remember that earlier also I mentioned to you the wages and salary. When the wages and salaries are given, first what is the wages, means wages का proportion ज़्यादा है तो उसको डेबिट में, ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में लिखना है. अगर सैलरी दिया है तो सैलरी का proportion ज़्यादा होगा तो उसको प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में लिखना है. That is enough for the today's session. Thank you so much. Let's see you soon. Thank you.